Hey, what's going on, class? Shante Franklin here, and my final coding project is going to be an app for type 1 diabetics. And the app is the coding will be set up as if they are at a restaurant or they're out eating somewhere. And this app will have a lot of different foods and a lot of different restaurants in the carb count from those restaurants. So, for this assignment, I'm going to use In and Out as an example. So a reason why this is important to me is because my daughter, she will be 11 in a few minutes, almost her birthday. Happy birthday, baby. But um, ever since she was, I think it was about maybe a couple weeks before she turned 2, she was diagnosed as a type 1. And any type 1 diabetic parent understands what it is to count carbs and everything that you have to do to make sure that your child and anyone who's a type 1 period taking care of themselves, but you understand having to count carbs to keep yourself healthy and to be able to eat the things you like, or to have food period, to make sure that um, since your pancreas isn't producing or holding back insulin for wherever your numbers are, you have to count the carbs and find out the insulin dosage that you need in order for it to work and keep your body healthy. So it's very important. And as we all know, while we're out at a restaurant, or if we order some food or something that we don't have available right there, it'd be a lot easier to have all these little restaurants in this app. So you can click on today's thing, like it's In and Out, and you can see double double. Click it. It'll already come up and it'll have the carb count. And if you're going to get fries or animal style fries or whatnot, carb count is already in there. So something like that. Now, the way this app will work, there are a few numbers that will already be inside. One is going to be your target number. And for my daughter, I would make that 100. When you're working, and normally you want to go between 80 and 120, but I'm just going to go ahead and put in, for this project, 100 is where we want to keep her numbers. Her glucose, or what you want to call her blood sugar reading. So when they check themselves, they'll say where they're at. And that's going to let you know what their glucose reading is and where we want to get it. So we'll throw some numbers out there. But one thing that you get with this app is you can put in 100, 120, and it keeps that. And that's something that you and your doctor would already have worked out on what your target number is. And another factor that will already be in that you don't have to change unless you go to the doctor and you guys feel there needs to be a change would be your ratio. So my daughter not moving around like she normally does in school and all that, very low right now. So she's at, like, for every 8 carbs is 1 unit of insulin. And we'll throw that out there. So that would already be in there. So for however many carbs you eat is going to be, and again, as a diabetic, you know this, is going to be a unit of insulin. So we're going to put that ratio in the app also, is for every 8 carbs, she will need 1 unit of insulin. So those are set. And another set number would be, it's going to cover a spread, which is going to be your reading, your glucose reading, your blood sugar. So if it should be 100, and say you check yourself and you're 90, there's no need for insulin because you're already at the number. And if you want to go ahead and put it another way, you know when you need some type of carbs, say if you're 50, 60, 70, something lower, and you got to get a pickup. We're not factoring that. That's something you'll know. Or maybe that's something that can go in there later where if it's under, it'll say you need a certain amount of carbs or you need carbs. But for now, we're going to say for anything um, from 150 to 200, you need 1 unit. Anything in 200 to 300, you need 2 units. Anything from 300 to 400, you need 3 units. Anything from 400 to 500, you need 4 units. And once you get over that, you have to really just start trying to do more correction than worrying about what you're going to eat and this and that. So that's factors that you go with your doctor when you're over a certain number or you're checking ketones. That's something different. For this, we're going to try and get you fed. So those factors will be in there. And what the app is going to go from there is my daughter wants a double double. Her greedy self, she will eat a double double from time to time. She'll get a double double. Tick tick. Copy that. Go ahead and it'll say 41 carbs. And then we'll go ahead and say she's greedy today. Oh my, she wants some animal style fries instead of regular or no fries. Okay, that's about 54 carbs. And though she doesn't drink Coke, we'll go ahead and throw that in there also. She wants a Coke, and that's another 54 carbs. So once you click all those, the app tallies that up and it comes up to whatever the number is. And I don't remember what it was. I didn't even attempt to add it right now. I mean, I could, I guess, but I did not attempt. So we're looking at about 154, somewhere around 150 something. So now we need to divide all that to figure out the insulin, well, the units from that. Then the app is going to factor in what her reading is. And for this assignment, it's 300. And now we got to figure, okay, how many units she needs for that. And the app does that also. So we already know our targets. And once the app gets all those in there, it divides those numbers, adds the other numbers, well, adds the numbers of carbs, divides it up into her ratio, which was 8 for every 1 unit for every 8 carbs. And then we add her number for 300, which is another 3. So that's how it's going to work. So let's go ahead and jump into that and see how the coding worked from what I put together. We're at In and Out, and I got to ask my crazy daughter what she wants because we normally go through this too long, but this is simple, I hope. Mila, you want a burger from In and Out? And what kind of burger do you want?
Yeah, I want a cheeseburger with no tomatoes and no onions.
Okay. Well, since I'm not gonna, so let me explain. She used to like double doubles until 2 days ago, then she changed to the cheeseburger. So for today, we're gonna have a double double. Okay, so Mila, you want a burger from In-N-Out? What kind of burger do you want?
A double double.
Okay, anything special with your double double?
No. No tomatoes and no onions.
Okay, double double, no tomatoes, no onions. How about fries? You want some fries? You don't want fries today? What do you want?
Animal style fries with no onions.
Animal style, no onion. And how about Coke? I know you don't drink Coke, but for today, you're gonna have a Coke because we need a Coke. So, would you like anything to drink, Mila?
Yeah, Coke.
Coke. Good job. Okay, so let me go ahead and order, and I'll bring your food in a minute, get it all to you. Now get away from me and don't ask me about anything else on the menu. Bye. Okay, so like I said, she just started liking cheeseburgers a couple days ago, and she used to like double doubles, but so double double was in there when I was doing all this research. Anyway, and I'm not changing it, so it's double double today. So when we get on the app, we punch in double double. We'll go to the again In-N-Out Burger app part of the app, which I'm hoping we can have a bunch. If it's McDonald's, if it's Black Angus, if it's whatever, it hopefully have all the restaurants in there. You put them in, bang, now you're In-N-Out double double for our variable. So for here, D is going to equal 41 after you punch double double, which is right here. So D equals 41 for the 41 carbs, and then you move down to the animal style fries, which is right here for your A. A equals 54 and C equals 54. So you have your fries and your Coke. And now your ratio, which is for every 8 carbs is 1 unit. And your total your total carbs for the food is going to come out to 149. She's greedy. So now all the breakdowns over here, I did run it and it came out I'll tell you the one issue that I did have, I don't know if I just missed it in a lesson, and I had to look it up, was doing division in Python. So it was kind of like how, so I had to look that up and I found out there's a little slash key, whatever. So anyway, we go and we just break it all down. So um, again, we come now to the dividing part and everything. So we already have this added down here. We're going to have D plus A plus C, which is right here for your double animal style fries and Coke. So that total came up and right here. And then we're gonna have to get that divided by her carbs per unit, or is it unit per carbs, whatever. So which is 8, and we also are gonna get her. We checked her, and for this project, we're gonna say she was 300, which is right here her glucose reading, which is the variable 2. Which comes over here is glucose reading 300. Again, there's certain numbers that are set inside, and one would be the 8 carbs, 1 unit per every 8 carbs. That's set. You don't have to change that. The food would always change. And then you're going to have for 1 unit, if her reading is greater than 150, 2 units again for 200, 3 units for the 300. So for this, we're going to have the variable 6, which is going to total the 3. So which is E is going to equal 3. So all of that pretty much goes into that. And then we get it all down here where it all came into play, where we put it together with all the words and numbers. Like I said, we added that up. We got these numbers, and then we figured out where they gonna go together, and then we divided right here. And then once we got the number we needed to know how many units, which was 18.625 plus the 3 for her 300 reading, and then we totaled it all together at 22 units. So when I ran this, prayerfully, it does it again. When I'm recording, it'd be stupid if it does it. Bam. That's what we came out with. Again, the issue I had was the division. I had to look that up and found out, and maybe I missed it in one of the readings or something. So there we go. That's my coding project. And yes, I do think it would be a pretty cool one to really set up and get going. Thank you guys for watching, and that's it.